Welcome back into your sports fans. Joe Cook back again this Thursday evening with your local sports. The Fairbanks Ice Dogs return to the Big Dipper this weekend. The Ice Dogs will be the featured team in the final weekend of Hockey Week in Fairbanks. The Dogs will be playing someone other than Kenai. They host the Keystone Ice Miners, a second-place team in the North Division. They're on a 4-game skid. They have a solid goalie duo in Nick Kozoff and Alex Blankenberg. Both are top 12 in the NHL, saving 92% of their shots. They both have at least 11 wins. So Fairbanks will be looking to generate a lot of shots to test these goalies. They come in, the Ice Dogs, with a 32-13-3 record and a 5-game win streak. That win streak has to increase this weekend. They want to accomplish their ultimate goals.
Yeah, we got the standings on the board in there, and we're just kind of trying to catch up to the Wilderness. So it's our #1 goal right now, but we just got to take it game by game.
Well, their goaltending is really good. It's one of the best goaltending tandems in the league. We feel we have one of the best as well. Last time we were down there, we put up a lot of shots, and we didn't get rewarded much for the shots that we put on net. So we've got to find ways to create second chance opportunities for ourselves.
Wednesday night was the 4th meeting between the West Valley Wolfpack and the Lathrop Malamutes on the hard court. The Wolfpack honored their seniors on senior night, and one senior made a huge contribution. Charles Sutter scored 12 points and helped Lathrop's leading scorer Jaden Whiteside to 2 points. And as Jaden was returning after missing a couple games for Lathrop, this game was tight as usual. The Wolfpack got Daniel Hornbuckle back just a week after a bruised Achilles injury. He scored a game-high 14 points, including a huge jumper to break a 42 tie with 40 seconds left. The Pack would win 46-42 for their first win over Lathrop this season.
I feel good. It's nice to be back out there with the team, like all that adrenaline flowing and then teammates pumping you up and then the crowd going. It's nice to get that win finally, but we know that we got to do it again in regionals if we want to go to state. So we just got to make sure we stay humble and then make sure we can do what we need to do, take care of business.
Well, it's not another game, it's a rivalry game, but we're supposed to do that. So, you know, it's nice, but on senior night, you know, to finally beat them, but we're supposed to do that.
And in the girls' game, West Valley and Lathrop met for another tight rivalry game. This time, the Doe girls, they were available back from out of town, and they made their presence felt with a few buckets in the early going. Neither team could pull away. It was tight 33-33 after 3 quarters. Jana Hadukovic, she led the Mutes with 16 points, but the Wolfpack gained control with a stifling 4th quarter, outscoring Lathrop 24-8. Ruthie Hebert had a game-high 19 points and 19 rebounds. The Pack win 57-41 on senior night as lone senior Carlin Marquez was honored. They are now 19-0. In the Aurora Conference, the Hutchinson Hawks hosted the Monroe Rams in the girls' game. Andy Clark scored 3 of her 6 points here, and it was just a 26-20 game in favor of Hutch in the 3rd quarter. But the Hawks would go on a huge run, 23-2, and they outscored the Rams 32-10 in the second half. They go on for the 58-27 win. Ashley Stark, she had 8 for Hutch, while Ellie Veazey scored a game-high 16 points. The Hawks are 15-5 overall and 5-2 in the Aurora. In the boys' game, Hutchinson found a way to be close early. Mike Benson, he led the Hawks with 15 points, but Emmanuel Pacheco, he had back-to-back 3-pointers, including one at the first quarter horn. The Hawks were down 17-18. Then Monroe, they just responded with a 14-0 run, which featured Mike Cluding, who had 16, Edwin Erickson scored 12, Jeremiah Bailey, he had 10, and Jalen McCullough scored a game-high 19 points. Monroe wins 74-50. They are 14-3 and 6-0 in the Aurora. In other games on Wednesday, the North Pole Patriots boys ended their 6-game losing streak with a 61-49 win over the Allison Ravens on senior night. Senior Shane Hurst of North Pole had a monster 26-point, 15-rebound performance to lead all scores. A little bit of history was made last night at Birch Hill in the Wednesday night race ski series. 24 skiers came out to a warm Birch Hill to ski the 2.4K course. They went around twice. Mike Kramer, he had an early advantage, but then Christina Turman made her move in the second lap and pulled away from Kramer in the field. She finished in 12 minutes, 51 seconds and was the overall winner. Now, apparently, Turman is the first woman to be the overall winner in the WNR. And if that name sounds familiar, she's the interim head coach of the UAF ski team. Kramer was second, and he was the men's winner in 13 minutes, 14 seconds. Selene Frost was third, followed by Peter Delamere and Melissa Lewis to round out the top 5. The humble Turman scurried away before our cameras could get to her after her win. But Kramer, he was impressed.
I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really actually plan on doing it, but I was here and saw the excitement building, so I jumped in. And Christina Turman was very strong. She tracked me on that first lap and then bolted up that hill, and I had no answer. She was gone, but it was fun.
And that'll do it for Sports Tonight. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.